Thanks to Basketball Insiders for the free agency tracker.
Yes.
I have numbers on 3 sheets of paper that really make me want to renegotiate my contract with TYT. I believe I should opt out and also find a player option. But we're going to talk about the winners and losers of the entirety of NBA free agency.
Yes.
And we've done a few clips already, which include, Dwight Howard to the Hawks, Kevin Durant to the Warriors, not a big deal. And after day, Chandler Parsons mega deal, and a lot of those guys. But the biggest leads for today, day 4, day 5, day 6, whatever day we're in, include Pau Gasol to the Spurs,
right?
The ever-portable 35-year-old Spaniard who can still play basketball at an elite level, I believe. And I think that's a good signing. Al Horford to the Celtics. But remember, after the draft, fire Danny Ainge because they really, really messed up.
Yeah.
Again, wait till after free agency. Wait till after you try to trade potentially for Russell Westbrook because it's either hit them or the Lakers.
Yeah, that's going to be
Which I know would make you very excited too. And then Bismack Biyombo to the Magic. Rondo to the Bulls.
Rondo.
Crawford back to the Clippers. Harrison Barnes to the Mavericks. Jared Bayless to the 76ers. No.
Brandon Jennings to the Knicks.
Dwyane Wade canceled his free agent meetings except for, I think, the Cavs, even though he likely would sign with the Heat, but maybe join his good friend LeBron.
That would be a blockbuster deal.
Yeah.
That would be worthy of another WWE meme. Like I'm gonna go back tonight and watch some WWE just to prepare myself, learn a little Adobe Acrobat or Premiere or whatever it is they're using, After Effects. So I can prepare myself to be like, if he goes there,
he'll be first to market.
Yes, I'll be first to market, and that'll be like the super teams. Like it'll be Dwyane Wade maybe past his prime. Yes.
Of course.
However, joining him with LeBron and Kyrie,
which by the way, we know LeBron and Wade could play together.
Yeah, play well together. Obviously, like championship level play together.
Yes.
Versus Golden State.
So what would you think of that move? Would you consider that a weak move? I'm just kidding, Internet. I was going to say, in terms of, is that the best move for Wade, or is it stay with the Heat because they have Whiteside, who they just re-signed, who's, again, still an experiment, needs to improve defensively, and then maybe, again, I think that's another team that could trade for Russell Westbrook would be technically the Heat, depending on who they can give up. I don't think they have the draft picks to really do it, though. But who knows? Pat Riley is a phenomenal GM.
Phenomenal.
And, last season they had a competitive playoff series. They lost to the Pacers in 7, I think it was, right?
They did, but they played well. Like it's not like Miami is a bad team.
Right.
I just think that Wade moving to the Cavaliers would it would put the Cavaliers in a different category, and it would make the Cavaliers, it would make it less of like Golden State's going to win.
Right.
It would be more like, I think, kind of like what it was last year, where people were like, is it going to be Golden State or is it going to be Cleveland?
Right.
I think that conversation is
That's
renewed.
a good question, too, because we're going to get into more winners and losers of free agency. Yes or no question, would you be upset with another Cavs versus Warriors finals?
I would not.
I would not.
I would not.
I'm exactly in the same boat. Some people have said, oh, my God, it's Cavs versus Warriors again. There's really no, oh my God, it's a great storyline. It's like, people who say that they don't like the Cavs versus Warriors have to say that they hated the NBA in the 80s because it was always Lakers-Celtics.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, you're a Clippers fan, though, so that makes sense.
It was Lakers-Celtics or Bulls in Detroit or Lakers and
the Sixers.
Like, it was like the...
But look, there is actually 3.5, 4 teams who can win the title next year.
Yeah.
Even with all the moves in free agency, there's 3.5, 4 teams, which I did like Pro Football Talk, who tweeted out, oh, after all this NBA free agency, at least we know that there's more than 3 teams who can win the Super Bowl. There's like 15 wide open. All right, so in terms of the winners and losers, I think the biggest winner, easily, is Mike Conley. He signed a 5-year, $153 million contract. He's the highest paid player in the league. Is he overpaid? Of course he's overpaid. Is Mike Conley worth $153 million? No.
But is he overpaid?
But my point on that is, good for Mike Conley.
Great for Mike Conley.
Again, it's not Mike Conley's fault that Mike Conley's getting $153 million.
I would disagree with that. Mike Conley plays well.
No, I'm saying, the whole point of that I was saying is like you can't be mad at any of these players for the money they're getting. You can't be mad at Chandler Parsons for getting that money. You have to be mad at sponsorships and TV deals, and the NBA for allowing it. If you want to be mad at players getting overpaid, but I'm always going to be on the players' side, sure, absolutely. Evan Turner, 4 years, $75 million. Good for you, Evan Turner.
Great
Make your money.
For you. Yeah. I really, can I go on a tangent here? I really get pissed at people that get angry about players making money, but nobody's angry at owners for making money.
Well, that's the biggest thing is that people forget, and Rachel Nichols tweeted this out, and it's so important. Because of the collective bargaining agreement, the players get 49%, the owners get 51%, which is a lot better than the owners getting 99%,
right,
and the players getting 1%. If you want, the players deserve the money. They are the product. They are the entertainment. No discredit to the owners.
Right.
But that's like 30 of the richest people in the world who sit there with their toys, which is their franchises. When you have that much money, right, that much money that you can buy an NBA team or any sports team, that is your toy. That's like when we go out and we buy a new pair of sneakers.
Right.
Or we go out and we run, you know, or you have, I'm trying to think of anything, like when we go out for like go on a vacation and whatever it might be, you can buy these things, and these owners have so much money.
So much money.
So I don't feel bad that these players are getting money. I don't want the owners getting all the money. And if I was an owner, I'd probably be saying, God damn it, I wish I was making more money. But I'm not an owner.
Right, right. Everyone wants to make more money, but as I think the owners make enough money, and that people don't really think about that because they don't hear about that. They don't hear, oh, the valuation of the Lakers is blah, 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 or the valuation of the Spurs is blah, blah, blah.
Billions of dollars.
This guy owns a 90% stake in the Spurs. Like, you don't hear that. Like, only person they really hear that sort of information about is Mark Cuban.
I was going to say, he's a celebrity owner.
Yeah, because he's like a celebrity owner. He's the only guy that they hear that sort of information about. And I don't ever hear anyone going, well, you make too much money, Mark Cuban, for what you do. I don't ever hear anyone say that.
That's true. I was going to say, in terms of the owners that really, like Joe Lacob now has like a little bit more of a celebrity ownership status because he's kind of cringeworthy. And there's guys like Dan Gilbert who, again, remember what he said about LeBron. You can go and Cleveland, like you can be your so-called king or blah, 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 which is why I give a lot of credit to Sam Presti. Sam Presti wrote a great letter to the Oklahoma City fans, about, he's like, this is business. He gets it. And he said, you have to look back. We should celebrate what KD did for us.
Right.
And I get it. You can go burn his jersey if you're a fan. That's fair. Just be safe if you do it.
Yeah, and be angry. And be angry. That's okay to be angry. Get it all out.
I like that Sam Presti, basically going from championship contender to possibly the 5 seed in the Western Conference.
Right.
6 seed. And getting smoked by the Warriors or the Clippers. No offense to Russell Westbrook and Oladipo, but they're not contending for a championship anymore.
Right. And I think the best thing about what Sam said was, and it was more about, he made it more about the fans in the city of OKC. Like KD didn't make this what we are.
Right.
KD allowed people to see what we were, as opposed to make us what we were, and we will continue to be who we are. Now people realize how big of a city OKC is and how proud we are as fans. Exactly.
I was going to say, they're also great fans. So one of the NBA free agency losers, unfortunately, is Thunder fans.
Yes.
Because you lost out on your KD. But again, great fans. One of the toughest arenas to play in. But in terms of the other winners, obviously the Warriors, winner. Yeah. The Celtics, signing Al Horford.
Yeah.
That's a winner. I have the Pacers, even though it was a lot more trades than free agency. I thought Al Jefferson for $10 million a year after you've seen all that else was going out. Larry Bird is a genius. I think Larry Bird is just smarter than all of us. You look at him, and this is a guy who fired Frank Vogel, who's a great coach.
Great coach.
Great coach. He knows something. He sees something. And now the Pacers are a team that's going to be heavy favorites to contend in the Eastern Conference.
100%.
I mean, if you're going to do the Eastern Conference standings way ahead of time, which is right now, it's July. We haven't even seen November basketball.
Yeah.
It pretty much looks like Cavs are the 1, Raptors, Pacers, Celtics are the 2, 3, 4 in some form of that order.
Some form of that order, yeah. That's hard to tell.
Losers, I don't know why anybody's not talking, and I guess maybe because they've been quiet, the Pelicans. You have Anthony. Happened? Well, you have they haven't done anything. They lost Ryan Anderson, but you have Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And for year after year now it's like consecutive years. You made a great move in signing him long term, even though he kind of has the injury-prone label.
Yeah.
But you're not going to put anything around this guy?
Yeah, put anything around him or make moves. And for him, it's as a player, and this kind of goes to like the way a player thinks about a thing. If you're Anthony Davis, you're at a point now where you're thinking, what am I going to do
here?
Yeah.
Because you have to think that pitch was you sign long term. We're going to put a team around.
We're going to put a team.
We've heard Dan Gilbert say it. We've heard multiple. We've known the Nets owners have said it. We've known the Kings owners have said it. With DeMarcus Cousins, you sign with us, we'll put a team around you. And those teams have not successfully done that.
Yeah, and then nothing happens. And as a player, you're at when your contract's up, like you're thinking, all right, I definitely have to make a move. Like that's surprising. I didn't think about that, but you really have not heard much from the Pelicans. And
they lost Ryan, and now the Ryan Anderson, who doesn't play defense and is not a bad scoring option. The other losers, I'm sorry, Jock, but I think that the Lakers missed out on a couple guys. I thought that Jordan Clarkson was a great signing because he wasn't expensive,
right?
And he's proved that he can be a good scorer, a good slasher in this league. And I think they have a great young core there.
Yeah.
I don't think Timothy Mozgov and losing out on like the Al Horford sweepstakes and the Kevin Durant didn't take meetings. My Knicks are in an interesting position. I don't even know where to go with them. I don't know if they're winners or losers or if we're just going to put them in like a binary.
Yeah, they're going to be in a holding pattern there.
I'll let you know if the Knicks are winners or losers around the 65-game mark.
I think you'll know before this. I think you'll know before.
I'll let you know about the 15. If we're 0-15 to open the season, I'll be like, hey, you know who we can add to the losers of the free agency? The Knicks. But I don't mean to take shots at the Lakers. I don't mean to be rude to you as a Laker fan.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I just think that Timothy Mozgov was not a great signing, and I think that I don't know what it is, but both the Knicks, the Lakers, like what is happening in the Bulls too? Like Rondo went to the Bulls,
right?
And I like Rondo. I think he's the most misunderstood player in the league. Most people think he's crazy. He causes problems. He did lead the league in assists last year, and now he's going to be paired up with a good backcourt with Jimmy Butler. Who knows? I don't know if the Bulls was the right signing for Rondo. I think there's a lot of other teams he could have gone to. I don't think he wanted to play in a small market anymore.
Yeah. I think my hope is with him going to the Bulls is that he'll be able to facilitate. How about that? He'll be able to facilitate a lot more for Butler and just get Butler those shots for Butler.
So, he can make, look, Rondo is one of the most gifted passers we've ever seen in the league.
Right.
He did have, I think it was close to 12 assists per game last year, a lot of which came because you got DeMarcus Cousins, who's a beast in the paint, and also a beast in the mid-range, and also was shooting threes.
I didn't realize that.
I love that DeMarcus Cousins took like 33 threes last year.
Oh, good.
Just a lot for a DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, for DeMarcus Cousins,
So I consider the Bulls also kind of a loser because they lost Joakim Noah, which I think they wanted to lose. Derrick Rose got traded. We don't know what's going on with Bulls management right this second. We're not sure if they want to completely rebuild or if they want to build around Jimmy Butler, but signing Rondo is just a strange, kind of a minor fix.
I didn't expect the Rondo signing. I didn't see that one coming at all. But again, I always have to come back to that. I feel like these GMs must know more than I know.
Oh, absolutely.
They have to know. They have some sort of insight that I don't have. Although I'd like to feel like I am the all-knowing basketball guy.
You've played 2K.
Yes.
Right. You've played GM mode.
Exactly.
Right. You make trades all the time, and you go, "I am a genius."
I'm a genius. Look at the way my team is performing. But I hope that they made the right decision. One for Rondo. I think there's a bit of Rondo nostalgia attached there as well. Like I want to see Rondo do well. I remember Rondo being an incredible player, and you always want to return to that. And I think that he isn't that far off. He just isn't billed as the star like he was back then. Like he used to be billed as the celebrity point guard. He was the the superstar point guard, and he hasn't fulfilled that role in a long time. And I think because of that, he's kind of fallen off the radar of basketball players and basketball fans. But if he performs like he did last year, he'll be a help to the Bulls. Even if he just does the numbers that he did last season,
absolutely,
he'll be a boost to the Bulls. So Bulls fans should be happy in that regard.
Look, there's very few pass-first point guards in the league. Chris Paul's one of them. Mike Conley's one of them. All those point guards now are superstar scorers. Westbrook, Curry. My God, the list goes on and on and on. So that ability, it's Jimmy Butler's team, and he's not going to have to worry about Rondo scoring.
Right.
Butler can score. So maybe it will work out. I'm kind of rooting for Rondo. Make sure to comment below. Who won free agency? Who lost free agency? Again, a lot of these are a little bit too early to tell because who knows? Maybe Al Horford goes out and is a huge bust.
Oh, wait, before we go.
Of course.
Did the Spurs win with Pau?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
I think Pau Gasol has always been one of the most portable guys. I think on the Spurs, they've always found a good mix of veteran leadership and youth talent. I mean, Kawhi's a superstar.
Right.
Danny Green is going to find his form again.
Yes.
God, that team is deep, though. Pau Gasol can still play. LaMarcus Aldridge is a beast. Like, and you're putting, with Tim Duncan probably retiring, which was another huge thing, by the way. With Duncan probably retiring, you're putting in like a little bit younger of a Tim Duncan right there.
That's a good call.
You're putting in like a Tim Duncan 3 years ago. And don't forget, Tim Duncan 3 years ago was winning titles with the Spurs. So I won't count out the Spurs, man. I really won't. I think that would make for a fantastic series against the Warriors. I'll never count out Popovich, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Who won free agency? Who lost free agency? Comment below.